Okay, hey guys. All right. So I honestly am gonna cheat a little bit today because these videos are exhausting to make. I really wish that I could just be in the classroom with you guys. Okay. Ooh, maybe I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so today we're starting with cross sections and we're also doing scale factors. If we didn't have Flex Fridays, I oh my gosh, this Play-Doh is horrible. It's like my daughter has played with it, so it's horrible. Yeah, if we didn't have Flex Friday, I would have split this up into 2 days. So I'm gonna try to get through this really fast and not have like a ridiculously long video for you. If you also have any tips about how to revive Play-Doh, that would be great. Okay, so we're starting off with cross sections. So basically for math 3, you are expected to know if you are given a shape and you slice it, what shape that makes. So if we were in class, I honestly have like an entire tub of Play-Doh. I would have given you each a Play-Doh container, just like this little guy. And you each would have been making these shapes. Okay, so I've written down everything already. These were last semester's notes, and we're just gonna do them together. That's the cheating part. Okay, so the first one is a sphere. I've made a hideous sphere. Also, I would have given you dental floss. Um, Man, it's a really bad sphere. It looks like a old person's jawline. Okay, so we have our sphere. Good enough. And we're gonna take also, if you have Play-Doh and a piece of twine or fishing line or dental floss, feel free to follow along. If not, I'm doing it here so you can see. Okay, so you are gonna take this and we're gonna slice our sphere in half with our Play-Doh and we're gonna see what shape it makes. So if I look, I have my halves of my sphere. I didn't cut it perfectly in half, but look what shape it makes. It makes a circle, okay? So if we slice the sphere along really any axis at any point on the sphere, we will make a circle. Then the next one is a cylinder. Also, I would have been really strict on this in class because it's a super fun activity. I would have made you write down to describe in words what is happening and then write and draw what cross section you get. I don't care. Just follow along. Write down some cross sections, like what you have to do, where you have to slice to get a certain cross section. And then, oh, this is kind of like a fatter cylinder. Fat cylinders are kind of hard to make. There we go. Okay, so here's my fat cylinder. Okay, so there he is. And it asks me to slice vertically through the cylinder to see what happens. So I take my dental floss. I'm slicing vertically. I tie a little knot. Like you're tying your shoe. Just slip it through there. And then I'm just gonna pull straight through. So I'm pulling vertically and slice. And I see that my cross section is a rectangle. Okay, so I had this cylinder guy here. I sliced it and I got a rectangle. Then we want another cylinder, but this time we want to cut it with a slanted plane. So on the EOC, if you were going to take it, they would have had things like this. They would have say like cut this specific shape with this plane that on this axis. And those key words and phrases would have been really important. And so I was going to try to get you guys to recognize those by coming up with them yourself and trying to be precise. If you were to describe how you would slice this to somebody, how would you do it? So this one, we're slicing it kind of diagonally, okay? And we're slicing it with a plane, and we're just slicing like this. So my cross section here is a little oval. That's super cool. And now we have a tall cylinder and we're cutting it up here. We cut a tall cylinder using vertically up and down. This time we're cutting our cylinder horizontally. And I get to make a taller cylinder. All right. So there's my horrible cylinder. And I'm just going to wrap my dental floss around and slice. Oh, it's kind of diagonal. Oh well. There we go. Slice it. And I get a circle. Okay, that one's cool. So you can kind of see like the different pieces of all of our shapes here. I'm gonna try to do. Okay, so now we have a rectangular prism. So instead of making something into a circle, I need to make it like a box. So I'm gonna just like on each of the sides, press down so that I make more of like a cuboid or a prism, a rectangular prism. So here's my rectangular prism here, and I'm going to slice vertically this time. So I'm slicing from the bottom, oopsies, from the bottom to the top. All right, let's see. Come on, little guy. All right. And bam. Okay, so I get a rectangle. I get like the tall slice of the rectangle. I'm gonna try to mold this guy back together because I need another rectangular prism in the next one. Squish it on all 6 of the sides of my cube. Okay, and this time I'm slicing it kind of horizontally, like around the rectangle's waist. I should have just like stuck it back together. So I'm gonna stick it on its side so I can get it around there. Ah, okay. Try to make my plane totally parallel to my paper and slice. Ah, and I get another rectangle. All right. Next I have my cones. You can see where I like did all those with everybody in class, and then the rest of them I said do it yourself. Okay, so now I need cones. And we're slicing these cones all over the place. Okay. It's a terrible cone. Okay, there's my cone. Okay, if I slice it here, horizontal plane, see what I get. And I can do this really anywhere along, and I should get a circle when I slice. I'm gonna reform my cone. Maybe you guys have been doing a lot of cooking, bread making or something, biscuit making. Oh, actually, cinnamon rolls are a nice one. Using dental floss is a very good method for slicing cinnamon rolls so that you don't like squish them. Anyways, that's what this is reminding me of. Then we're cutting up and down to see what happens. Man, I am so disappointed that we didn't get to do this lab in class because everybody thinks it's so fun. All right, so I want to try to get my dental my dental floss to go around like the very top and then also come through the base. Wow, I'm doing a terrible job at this. This probably is like the most frustrating video to watch ever because you just want to do it yourself. Okay. It's not great, but it's gonna happen. Okay, there we go. We make a triangle. I could have done it better. We make a triangle when we slice it like this, vertically up and down. I'm gonna make my cylinder one more time. Ugh. Roll, 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 roll. Flatten my bottom piece out. Got like Play-Doh all over. I like intentionally chose to do this video after my daughter went to bed. She was, give me that Play-Doh. I want to play with it. We've been playing with Play-Doh a lot. And this time, instead of cutting it exactly horizontally, we're going to cut it diagonally. Like this. And we should get an oval, okay? It's not a perfect circle. It's supposed to be like an oval, okay? So that's all these. I posted these solutions on this block. I'm going to go ahead and switch the video, otherwise this is going to get too long. But we're going to go over scale factor next. I'm cheating again. I'm just going to talk through already pre-written notes so that it's not a super long video. All right, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you in a minute.